Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's me, TG at 2209, and welcome back to the Royal Rumble. And today, I know how you guys know how I do the big men Royal Rumble, like pretty much every season. Well, I thought, how about I do that, but with only gaming characters. So we have the biggest, well, not the biggest, but some big gaming characters for every contestant in this Royal Rumble. So I'm excited to do this because I got some of my favorite characters. For example, we got Huggy Wuggy coming in at number 1 from Poppy Playtime. One of my favorite characters from that game. Also one of my favorite scary game characters / big gaming characters of all time. I just love his design. He's so creepy. But we got Huggy Wuggy coming in at number 1. He's our first big game character coming in. Now these aren't like this isn't like big games. These are like big game characters. Like they're huge or humongous characters. So, for example, number 2 we got Bowser or King Bowser from the Mario franchise series. So we got some pretty big characters. We have 2, well, not really 2, but like one kind of meme character. The second one I was talking about, you can consider it as a big character. I put him in because that'd be funny to put him in. But you'll see what I'm talking about when they come in. So I did try to get one character from a different franchise, so like they're not all like duplicates. I don't think there is a single duplicate character. No, there is. There's 2 from one franchise, but it's because I wanted to put both of them in. And then one you consider they're in the same game together, but they're in their own separate games too. As we get Nightmare from Five Nights at Freddy's 4. This is the black Fredbear Nightmare kind of character. But we do have Nightmare. So we've used multiple different kinds of Freddy's characters throughout 2K25. Like we've used Nightmare Foxy, we used Foxy for like when I have single characters from the game, not just different Royal Rumbles, but like gaming Royal Rumbles. I used like one character. Like I've used Foxy in one before, not Nightmare Foxy. I've used Freddy, and now I'm using Nightmare. And now we got Andre the Giant, probably the biggest character in WWE 2K25. I do have another character from this game as well, so I forgot about that. Only because I thought it would be fitting to have him in. Now, he's not as big as Andre the Giant, but I feel like it's fitting to put him in. Only because, I don't know, I like him. And no, it's not Yokozuna. I know, I was thinking about Yokozuna for a second, but it's not Yokozuna. I put a different character in. It's more built around like kind of like Huggy Wuggy's stature. Probably not as tall though. But now we got Chewbacca. Now Chewbacca is from multiple different games. I personally took him from Battlefront 2. Only because I think he is the biggest character. He's probably the biggest character in that game. Also, I just want to put Chewbacca in this Royal Rumble. Sure, I could use like Jabba the Hutt or just some different character, but I decided to go with Chewbacca because in Battlefront 2, well, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Chewbacca I think is the biggest character in that game. But like if you're talking like, I don't know. But now we got Bane. Now this Bane. I took Bane from Injustice, or you can take him from any DC game. But I chose the Bane. I'm taking him from Injustice, and it doesn't look like the Injustice Bane, but you can take Bane from any DC game that he's in, and he's probably one of the biggest characters in those games. Maybe besides like Clayface or Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy would be cool to have in a Royal Rumble. He's probably bigger than Bane, but I like Bane, so I chose Bane. But there goes Nightmare. And it's also fitting because our next contestant is Venom. Right after Bane. So Venom I took from Marvel Rivals because he's my most played tank in that game. But you can also take Venom from Insomniac Spider-Man or any other Marvel game that has Venom in it, like Ultimate Alliance, Lego, Marvel superheroes, like any Spider-Man game that because I feel like most fight games have Venom in it. But I chose Venom because he's my most played tank in Marvel Rivals. But I thought that was funny because he came in right after Bane, which is a DC character. But now here's the other WWE 2K25 character I was talking about with Undertaker. I decided he's the exact same build as Huggy. Just maybe a little bit shorter. He's a little bit shorter, tad bit shorter than Huggy. By Huggy's little ear thing. This is the cat thing, I think, like they used for Huggy. But there goes Undertaker anyway. Huggy eliminated him already. Like how I was comparing Undertaker to Huggy and like stature wise, and then Huggy's the one to eliminate Undertaker. But now we got Sully. Now this is the Sully from DC, not DC, from Disney. I'm picking him from any Disney game, like Disney Infinity, Disney Dreamlight Valley. There's a Disney Heroes game on the App Store that I played before. You can take him from any Disney game that he's in, and he's probably one of the greatest characters. Maybe such like Baymax. I could use Baymax, but I think I've already used Baymax in a big character role, so I decided to use Sully. Also, I just want to put Sully in here because I don't know. I wanted to put Sully in here. So we have Sully from Disney, from any Disney game. So now okay. Wait, hold on. Who's playing now? We got Ganondorf. Ganondorf, I know him mainly from Super Smash Bros. I'm not sure what game he's originally from. I can probably look him up actually and figure it out. I have my computer right next to me. Ganondorf. Am I spelling his name right? I have no idea. I am. I don't know why. I feel like he might be from. He's from Zelda. I had a feeling he's from Zelda. Okay. So Ganondorf's from Zelda, or let's just say Smash Bros. I guess where I took him from, so I'm from Smash Bros. But he's from Zelda. He's from The Legend of Zelda. I did not know that. I am uncultured, guys. I did not know where Ganondorf was from. Well, we did just lose Chewbacca as well. We lost Chewbacca. Bye-bye, Chewbacca. And we might be losing Andre here, too. And we do lose Andre. Slowly eliminates Andre the Giant. So, both the superstars from WWE 2K25 are gone. And there goes Ganondorf. Remember that King Bowser. Bowser's trying to go for a win here. He lost. See, if we did the Mario vs. Sonic Royal Rumble earlier, which Donkey Kong won. If Donkey Kong had won that Royal Rumble, I feel like Donkey Kong would have been in this Royal Rumble. Also, Bowser's just so much more fitting for it, to be honest. I think he is a little bit bigger than Donkey Kong. But we didn't lose Bane as well. So we lost Ganondorf, Bane, and Andre the Giant really close. And there goes Sully. Eliminate Venom. But now we got the Iron Golem from Minecraft. I could have used the Warden for this, but I decided to use the Iron Golem simply because I like how the Iron Golem looked in the Minecraft Royal Rumble. So we put the Iron Golem in. Also, no one has made the Warden yet. So yeah. Now, I also didn't say who I could have used otherwise for Poppy Playtime. I could have used Kissy Missy. I could have used Catnap, because Catnap is pretty big too. Like the actual Catnap, not like the plush. Or I could have used like Mommy Longlegs, but it's like all these characters from like the Bigger Bodies initiative from that game. But now we got Gengar coming in. Now, Pokemon, I could use a whole lot of different characters. Now, there is one other Pokemon that is going to be coming in, but like others I could have used. I could have used like, why am I blanking? Because like Charizard, Venusaur, because they're both pretty big. Abomasnow is pretty big too. I wouldn't have been upset if using Abomasnow. But I went with, there was Iron Golem. But I went with Gengar and one other. But now we got Leatherface. Now this one, I took Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But you could also take him from DVD. And there's one other character that's also in DVD. That's a killer in DVD, but he's also from another game. And there goes Huggy! Eliminated by Bowser. No, not Huggy. I love Huggy, guys. You know how much I love Huggy Wuggy. I was so happy when he came back in Chapter 4. Now, Chapter 5 should be coming out next year, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but now we got Kratos from God of War. I don't know. Kratos isn't the biggest character, but I just thought it'd be funny to put Kratos in here because we haven't seen much of Kratos, actually. He might have been in the Gaming Royal Rumble, actually. I have no idea from this season. I have to go back and look. But I'm not telling you, I don't think he was. Alright, Gaming Royal Rumble, let's see. It's Kratos and you. No, I don't see Kratos. He was in season 1s, I know that. He was in season 1's Gaming Royal Rumble, but he was not in season 2's Gaming Royal Rumble. But now here comes the other character I was talking about for DVD with Nemesis. Nemesis is mainly from Resident Evil, but he is a killer in Dead by Daylight. So you can technically consider him and Leatherface to be in the same game, but they're also from their own respective games, with Leatherface being in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, which is, I think, dead now. I don't know if it's still going. I don't see a lot of people play it. And then Nemesis from the Resident Evil franchise, which a lot of people love that franchise. So it's fitting to put Nemesis in here as well. And could I put now for Resident Evil, I also could have put Mr. X in. But Mr. X is pretty big, and we did see him and Nemesis in the Resident Evil Royal Rumble. But I decided to go with Nemesis because he's the more popular character. Now we do have Rocksteady coming in. Now Rocksteady is from any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. I guess you could have used Krang or Shredder, but I decided to go with Rocksteady just because I wanted to use a character that not a lot of people think about, to be honest. Rocksteady is a big rhino, so he's pretty big. Now, we need to see, like, I need to do like a Rocksteady versus the Rhino 1v1, to be honest. That'd be funny. But now we got Buff Among Us. So I did upload a 1v1 of Among Us and Fall Guy. That's the 1v1 that I did a few days ago. Fall Guys is in this Royal Rumble, so I just wanted, I don't know, I'm kind of spoiling it. But we got Buff Among Us just because he's buff, so he's a lot bigger than the regular Among Us character. But he's in here, so it's funny to me. Now, there isn't really any other characters I could use. I could have just used like a different color for the Among Us character, but it's whatever. But here comes the other Pokemon character I was talking about, Snorlax. I went with Snorlax because he's probably one of the bigger Pokemon. I mean, I did mention some that I could have used when Game Boy came out. Like I could have used Abomasnow, Charizard, any like the legendary Pokemon that are like really big. There's one that I'm blanking on. It's the final evolved form of Geodude. Well, you can also use the second stage too. Golem. There it is. You can use Golem. Golem's pretty big. Venusaur, Blastoise. Like it does. But there goes Gengar. Anyone else lost Kratos? Okay, I think we're missing someone else too, but Kratos got eliminated. Now Bowser's going a long way too. Bowser's been in since number 2. So he's fighting for that win. He wants to join Donkey Kong in the grand finale for season 2. Which one are we on? We're 19 as we get Slender Man. So Slender Man is from the Slender Man games. Like you have Slender the Arrival. He could possibly be a killer in Dead by Daylight. I've seen a lot of people wanting him in that. I want him personally in as well. There's some other characters I would like to see. If you want to see me do a video on like which characters, like licensed characters I would like to see be in Dead by Daylight, let me know. I would gladly do it. There's a lot of characters that I would gladly love to see that are licensed characters. I do like some of their own creations. Like I love the Unknown. Singularity seems cool. Trapper, of course, he's so iconic, even though he's kind of weak. But number 20 is Fall Guy. So we are going to be down to our final 7 with Leatherface, Rocksteady, Thunderman, Snorlax, Fall Guy, Among Us, and then of course King Bowser. Now the Fall Guys character does not isn't that big, but that's okay. Like when you actually look at the Fall Guys, they look really huge, like on the picture wise. So that's why I chose Fall Guy. I originally wanted to do Kirby, but I ended up choosing Fall Guy because I had Among Us. So I'm like, let's see. I thought it'd be cool to have them both downloaded at the same time. I could do a 1v1 of Among Us just Fall Guys, Kirby will hopefully be in the next like big characters Royal Rumble. But sadly he won't be in this one. Otherwise, I would have done Kirby, but I thought it'd be more fitting and also more convenient to do Fall Guys in here along with Among Us, so I could do the Among Us versus Fall Guys 1v1 video. But there goes the buff Among Us character. So we're down to our final 6, and I'm really okay. I kind of want to see. I am fine with any of these characters winning, to be honest, because I don't think Bowser hasn't won Royal Rumble. Stunnerman has, but that's in 2023 along with Leatherface. So I'd be fine with seeing anyone in this Royal Rumble win. To be honest, but I'm leaning there's some characters I'd rather see more. Like I don't really care if Rocksteady would win or Fall Guy, to be honest. But it's whatever. I'm sorry. Oh, and there goes Snorlax. Eliminated by Thunderman. Thunderman's going all off right now. He's eliminated the last 2 contestants with Buff Among Us and now Snorlax. And watch him get eliminated here. Watch Thunderman get eliminated here. And he does. Fall Guys eliminates Slenderman. So we're down to our final 4. King Bowser, Fall Guy, Leatherface, and Rocksteady. I didn't expect Rocksteady to be, or Fall Guy to be honest, to be in the final 4. Come on, Bowser. Hold on. Hold on, Bowser. There goes Rocksteady. Eliminated by Leatherface. And King Bowser does stay in here. Fall Guys just isn't strong enough to eliminate Bowser. So we have our final 3 with Leatherface, Bowser, and Fall Guy. Now, Fall Guy misses the attempted elimination on Bowser, but Leatherface picks up the elimination. So our final 2 is Leatherface and Fall Guy. I did not expect Fall Guy to be this close to winning, to be honest. You know what? Fall Guys are actually pretty strong. If you guys haven't seen like the death battle videos of like Fall Guy versus Among Us, Fall Guy is actually pretty strong. They're pretty strong creatures, to be honest, and I think it's gonna win. I think the Fall Guy is gonna win here. Well, not the Fall Guy, because that's the movie. But Fall Guy, I think he's gonna win. He's got Leatherface stunned right now, so I'm not sure what he's doing. The pink Fall Guy versus Leatherface. Just used another finisher, even though Leatherface was stunned already. Can Leatherface turn this around, or will Fall Guy take the easy dub? Oh. And Fall Guy takes the dub. We're going to be seeing Fall Guy in our grand finale for Season 2. Our gaming season finale. I'm going to call it that, yeah. Our gaming season finale. Actually, I should be calling it the gaming season grand finale. We'll be seeing Fall Guy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was not expecting Fall Guy to win, to be honest, but I'm glad to see him beat the win and also be in the grand finale. But I'll see you guys in the next one, because the next one's going to be a banger. I've already had it recorded, and I'm excited, ready to see it. But bye-bye.